This man loves you so much, but he has another woman who. My beloved child, don't skip this. What I'm about to reveal will make your heart freeze for a moment, but you need to hear it. Stay till the end, because the truth you've been sensing in silence is finally about to unfold. He loves you deeply, that's the truth. Every time he closes his eyes, it's your name that echoes in his mind. But lately, something around him has shifted, like a quiet storm brewing behind his smile. Don't scroll. Because the woman you're about to hear of isn't who you think she is. She doesn't wear betrayal on her face, but she carries it in her silence. He met her when he was lost, when he felt like he was failing to deserve you. And instead of walking away, she made him believe she could fix what was broken inside him. Stay with me. That's where his confusion began. You were the calm, she was the noise. You were peace, she was distraction. At first, it was harmless, just messages, then calls, then a routine that started to steal moments that once belonged to you. Each conversation took him further from your heart, though he never stopped thinking about you. Something huge is waiting for you in this story, because despite everything, his soul still leans toward you. He can't explain why his heartbeat changes only when it's your name that appears on his screen. Don't skip. He tries to pretend he's fine. But when he's alone, he scrolls through your pictures, feeling a guilt he can't share with anyone. The other woman sees it too, the way his eyes dim when you're not around. She thought she could replace you, but she can't. You're not just a chapter in his life, you're the whole story that keeps rewriting itself every time he tries to move on. He's torn, trapped between two worlds, the comfort of your soul and the chaos of someone else's attention. But remember this, love built on distraction always collapses when truth walks in. He will soon face that moment. The mask will fall, and he'll realize that the connection he tried to silence is the one that has always guided him, you. Don't move. The universe is already rearranging his path. Situations are being created to expose what he tried to hide. Conversations, coincidences, and unexpected encounters, they're all leading him back to your energy. And when that moment comes, you won't even have to ask for an explanation. His silence will tell you everything. His eyes will tremble with regret, and his voice will sound like someone begging for one last chance. But listen, you're not here to chase him. You're here to rise above the confusion. The moment you choose peace, he'll feel it as a storm within himself. Because true love always recognizes when it's losing its light. Stay till the end, my child. There's something he's planning now. He's slowly pulling away from the other woman. Not because he's brave, but because his soul keeps whispering your name when he tries to forget you. He knows she doesn't understand him the way you do. Her laughter feels empty compared to your quiet presence. He can't sleep the same. He can't love the same. He can't breathe the same. Don't skip, because this part will shock you. She feels it too, that he's slipping away. And she's not handling it well. The more he pulls away, the tighter she tries to hold him. But the truth is, he's done pretending. The guilt, the emptiness, the false comfort, it's too heavy now. He wants to come clean. He's just waiting for the right moment, the one where he can finally say it, I messed up, and I still love you. That moment is coming faster than you think. The tension, the timing, the universe, everything is aligning for that confrontation. And when it happens, you'll feel it in your chest before he even speaks. Stay here, don't scroll. His confession won't come in grand words. It'll come through a message, a trembling voice, or an unexpected visit. But when it does, everything will make sense, every sleepless night, every unanswered text, every tear that you thought was wasted. He'll tell you he tried to move on, but your energy haunted him. He'll say her touch never felt like yours. He'll admit that even when he smiled beside her, his heart whispered your name. And you won't need revenge or anger. Your silence will speak louder than anything. Because in that moment, he'll finally understand what he lost, and what can never be replaced. Don't skip this last truth. What's meant for you will never truly belong to someone else. Love may wander, but it never forgets its home. He's on his way back to where it all began, with you. Stay till the end, because this is where destiny turns. The woman who tried to hold him will fade out like a shadow at dawn, and you, the one who stayed true, will rise like the morning sun he's been waiting to see again. My beloved child, don't skip this part. What happens next will pull you into the very heart of what he's feeling right now. Stay till the end, because the moment he breaks down is closer than you think. He's been quiet lately, hasn't he? The kind of silence that doesn't mean peace, it means conflict. He's fighting a war inside his chest, torn between guilt and longing, pretending to be fine while his world slowly collapses. Don't scroll. The other woman senses it. She can feel the distance growing like a storm cloud between them. Every time he zones out, she knows where his mind is, back to you, where his heart still belongs. She tries to smile, to distract him, to make him laugh. But no matter how much she tries, she can't mimic the calm that your presence brings. He may hold her hand, but his soul doesn't recognize her touch. Stay with me. Something is shifting in him tonight. He's starting to see her not as comfort but as confusion. He's realizing that she filled a space that was meant to be healed, not replaced. His heart aches for the one who never demanded anything, you. The one who gave love without manipulation, who stood by him when the world turned cold. He now understands the difference between being wanted and being truly loved. Don't skip. The guilt is eating him alive. Every time he tries to move on, the universe reminds him of you, through a song, a scent, or the time showing 11:11 on his clock. Signs keep whispering, go back to where love was pure. He replays your moments like old movies, the laughter, the quiet talks, the arguments that ended with softness. He misses the way you used to understand him without words. That connection? It was never replaced, only hidden beneath mistakes. Stay till the end, because tonight, something big will happen. He'll finally reach a breaking point, not because she hurt him, but because he can't lie to himself anymore. He'll realize that living without you isn't peace, it's punishment. Don't scroll. You need to know this, she knows she's losing him. Her fear is turning into control. She checks his phone, watches his tone, reads his silence, but none of it stops the truth from surfacing. He's starting to avoid her, spending more time alone. He sits by his window, phone in hand, staring at your chat without typing. His fingers hover over the keyboard, trembling between courage and regret. And then it happens, the first message. Simple, short, raw. Can we talk? That's all he writes, but it carries the weight of everything he's been holding back. Stay with me. When you see that message, your chest will tighten. Part of you will want to ignore it, another part will want to cry. Because you knew, deep down, that one day he'd come back, not as the man who left, but as the one who finally understands your worth. Don't skip. He won't just apologize with words. His actions will shake you. He'll show up, unannounced, eyes heavy, voice trembling. I can't do this anymore, he'll say. I tried to forget you, but it's impossible. And in that moment, time will stop. You'll see the pain in his face, not because he lost someone else, but because he almost lost you. Every emotion he buried will pour out like rain, washing away months of silence. Stay here, my child. The other woman will call, she'll cry, she'll beg him not to leave. But his mind is made up. He'll realize love isn't about convenience or company, it's about the soul that feels like home. He'll walk away from her not with anger, but with clarity. The kind that only comes after losing something real. And you'll be standing at the edge of that truth, deciding if your heart is ready to forgive. Don't scroll. Because your next choice matters. You'll feel torn, part of you still loves him, part of you fears the same mistake. But this time, the universe wants you to stand in your power, not your pain. He'll confess everything. Every message, every moment, every lie he told to protect you from the truth. And you'll see that he wasn't proud of it, he was broken by it. Stay till the end. His tears won't be performance, they'll be release. For the first time, he'll speak not as someone defending himself, but as a man surrendering to love. He'll tell you, she was never you. I was searching for peace, but I only found noise. I thought I moved on, but I never left. And when he says that, you'll see a reflection of the pain you once carried, mirrored back in his eyes. Don't skip. The universe will test you in that moment. Will you choose closure or rebirth? The air will feel thick, your heartbeat louder than his words. You'll look at him and realize, the love never died, it just went silent for a while. He'll ask for one last chance. Not to start over, but to rebuild what he broke. And you'll sense something divine about this timing, like destiny waited until both hearts were ready to face the truth. Stay here. You might not decide immediately. You might walk away, thinking about everything. But as you turn, he'll whisper softly, the same name he used to say when he still believed in forever, yours. And that single word will melt years of pain into one silent tear. Because love, when it's real, always finds its way back home, no matter how far it wandered. Don't skip the ending. This story isn't about revenge or regret. It's about rediscovery. About two souls that lost their way but never lost their connection. He's not perfect. He's human. And though another woman came between you, she was never meant to stay. She was just the storm that made him appreciate the calm you brought into his life. Stay till the end, because the universe is clearing space for something new. Whether you take him back or not, the peace you'll feel afterward will be proof you were never the one losing, you were always the one meant to be found. My beloved child, don't skip this part. What happens next will take you to the morning after his confession, when love, truth, and destiny finally stand face to face. Stay till the end, because this is where everything begins to shift. The night before felt heavy, like the sky itself was holding its breath. You barely slept, replaying his words, the tremor in his voice, the way his eyes begged for forgiveness. Every part of you was torn between remembering the hurt and feeling the love that never left. Don't scroll. As dawn crept in, he was awake too. He sat by his window, holding his phone, waiting for a sign, a message, a word, anything that told him you were willing to listen again. The world outside looked the same, but something inside him had changed forever. He wasn't that careless man anymore. He had seen what it meant to lose someone who loved him for real. The other woman was still calling, sending long messages, trying to hold on, but he didn't answer. Not once. Stay here with me. Because that morning, he made a decision that would alter everything. He took his phone, opened her chat, and typed the message he should have sent months ago: I can't continue this. My heart belongs somewhere else. Her reply came instantly. Shock. Anger. Begging. But he didn't respond again. For the first time, he chose truth over comfort. You could almost feel the energy shift. The moment he let go of what wasn't meant for him, the universe started working in silence. Don't skip. You, on the other hand, felt strange peace settling inside you. The ache was still there, but it wasn't sharp anymore. You sensed that something had been released, a weight you didn't know you were carrying. You made your coffee, sat quietly, and your phone buzzed. His name. Just seeing it made your pulse race. You hesitated, took a deep breath, and opened the message. It said, I ended it. You deserve to know. I'm not asking for forgiveness yet, I just want you to know that I finally did what was right. Stay till the end, my child. Because those words weren't just a message, they were a beginning. You could almost hear his heartbeat through the screen. This wasn't manipulation. This was honesty born from regret. He didn't expect a reply. But you felt moved. So, you typed back, thank you. I just need time. Simple words, but powerful enough to make him cry quietly in his car. He knew that you didn't close the door, you just left it slightly open for light to enter. Don't scroll. Meanwhile, the other woman wasn't ready to let go. She showed up at his place, tears and fury in her eyes, demanding answers. But his silence said everything. He didn't shout. He didn't explain. He just stood there, calm, certain, finally free. She left in anger, but deep down, even she knew. She had been fighting a love that was never truly hers. She was the temporary distraction that destiny used to remind him where he truly belonged. Stay with me, because this next moment will give you chills. He drove past your house that evening, not to see you, but to feel close. He parked a few meters away, eyes closed, whispering your name like a prayer. Every memory flooded back, your laughter, your patience, your kindness. And for the first time in a long time, he smiled. Not because he was sure you'd take him back, but because he finally felt at peace with being honest. Don't skip this. The universe noticed that shift. When truth replaces lies, the energy realigns. And that night, you dreamed of him, not as the man who hurt you, but as the man who found his way back. You woke up calm, not sad. It was a sign. The next morning, you saw another message. It read, "I don't want to rush you. But if someday your heart feels ready, I'll be waiting at the same place where we first met. Stay till the end." That line hit you like a whisper from the past. You knew exactly where he meant, that quiet cafe, where laughter once filled the air like a secret melody. You closed your eyes and remembered the warmth of that moment. He went there that day. He sat at your old table, coffee untouched, eyes scanning the door every few minutes. Hours passed, but he stayed. He wasn't waiting for luck, he was waiting for fate. Don't skip. Because fate heard him. Just as he thought it was time to leave, the wind blew softly, the bell above the cafe door chimed, and there you were. Standing there, hesitant but glowing with quiet strength. His breath caught. He didn't move at first, afraid it was a dream. But when you smiled faintly and walked toward him, everything inside him shattered and healed at once. You both sat silently. No words were needed. The world outside disappeared, and time seemed to slow down. He reached for your hand, not out of desire, but of apology, respect, and hope. "Stay with me," he said softly. "I won't ask for the past back. I just want to build something honest now." His voice trembled, not from fear but from sincerity. You could feel the truth in every word. Tears rolled down your cheek, not from pain, but from relief. You didn't know what would happen next, but for the first time, it didn't matter. Because this moment of honesty and peace, was the real miracle. Don't scroll. The universe smiled. The storm was over. The other woman had faded into memory, a lesson, not a threat. What remained was raw, honest love, fragile, but real. And as the sun set that day, he whispered, "Thank you for letting me try again." You looked at him and said, "This time, don't love me with fear. Love me with truth." He nodded, eyes glistening, and held your hand a little tighter. In that quiet space, both your souls finally found what they were searching for all along, peace. Stay till the end, because this story doesn't end here. It's only the beginning of something deeper, a love reborn, not from perfection, but from the courage to face what was broken and rebuild it with honesty. My beloved child, don't skip this part. Because this is where love begins to breathe again, softly, carefully, after everything that tried to destroy it. Stay till the end, because what happens next will fill your heart with warmth and quiet strength. The cafe door closed behind you both, but something opened inside your hearts. It wasn't the same as before, it was gentler, wiser, almost sacred. The air between you was calm, the kind that comes when two souls finally stop running. Don't scroll. He watched you with a look you hadn't seen in a long time, not the look of possession, but of gratitude. Every second, he seemed afraid to blink, as if your presence might vanish if he did. He wanted to memorize you all over again. He spoke softly, I don't deserve this moment, but I'll spend the rest of my life earning it. You didn't reply, you didn't need to. The silence said everything words could never reach. Stay here with me. The universe listened that day. It watched two hearts, once torn apart by confusion, now learning to beat in rhythm again. And while no promises were spoken aloud, something deeper was sealed, trust reborn through truth. You walked together after leaving the cafe, not holding hands yet, but walking side by side. It felt familiar, yet new. Every step echoed the past and the possibility of a future neither of you dared to imagine. Don't skip. He talked about little things, how he started reading again, how he quit old habits, how silence doesn't scare him anymore. It wasn't about proving change, it was about showing peace. You listened, not to his words, but to the sincerity beneath them. That night, when you got home, you felt lighter. You sat by your window, thinking about how something once broken could glow again without pretending to be perfect. Love, when it heals, doesn't rush, it breathes slowly, carefully, patiently. Stay till the end. Because while you slept, he sent one more message, not asking for love, not begging for forgiveness. Just one simple line, I'll show you through consistency, not promises. You smiled when you saw it in the morning. You didn't reply, but the universe did, with signs that told you this time was different. The clock showed 7:07, a soft breeze brushed your face, and you felt something pure whisper inside you, it's safe now. Don't scroll. The other woman? She had already disappeared into her own journey. There was no more bitterness, no more comparison. She became a shadow lesson, proof that not every connection is meant to last, some only come to teach. Days turned into weeks, and slowly, the distance between you and him became light instead of pain. You started meeting more often, sometimes for coffee, sometimes just a walk by the riverside. The world didn't need to know. It was your quiet healing. Stay with me. He didn't try to rush the story. He gave you space to breathe, to remember who you are beyond heartbreak. That's how you knew he changed, because he wasn't chasing control anymore, he was protecting peace. There were moments when silence returned, but this time it didn't hurt. It was gentle. He would look at you and simply smile, like someone grateful to have been given a second chance by destiny itself.